time. But when he and it's going to get there, and I can't fucking wait. When he goes, all right, I'm ready for heavyweight. Him versus Francis? Dude, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? Him versus Stipe, Kane?
Well, they're probably, if the Brock Lesnar deal doesn't get done, the talk is Stipe versus DC. Because the Brock Lesnar deal is not done. Now, in that whole process...
Oh, because Brock lost?
No, that's not real.
What?
It's WWE.
Fuck.
You didn't know?
I thought it was real.
I'm sorry. Did you see Game of Thrones? I'll give you some more spoiler alerts.
Dude, I did. Bet your sweet ass I did.
Don't talk about it. People get angry.
I know. We don't
Shut up.
There are dragons.
It's DVRing. Dragons are real. They think that, you know,
DC Stipe too?
Brock might not fight. They don't know. Like, I mean, Brock has to decide. This is something he definitely wants to do.
Hey, Brock, quit fucking giving us blue balls and get the fuck in there. Get the fuck out, dude.
You know, he's got to make the commitment. And I know he's been training. He's been training a lot.
He's been training.
Yeah, and he's trained with some high-level wrestlers.
Brock. I hope it happens.
I do
Brock
too.
DC,
Yeah.
July? What's up?
Yeah.
And
let me tell
July
you
card
something.
is stacked.
You got to be careful with Brock. Remember when he tagged Randy Couture and dropped him and hammer fisted him into
Yeah,
oblivion?
Randy was 48 years old, but I hear you. I hear you. And I like how you're selling me on these fights.
Remember how he smashed Frank Mir?
Yeah.
That was terrifying.
That was, remember him and Frank hated each other? And he
each other.
fucked Frank up?
Well, it's because Frank got him with that knee bar, and he tapped. The referee didn't stop it. Dana White says Stipe Miocic not Brock Lesnar next in line. When did this happen?
It's like the pre-conference, maybe.
Oh wow.
Well, no, but that's just a headline. He goes, we don't know what Brock's going to do, but if it doesn't happen, it's Stipe.
Oh,
or
that's just
DC.
one of them. They got us.
They got you.
They got us.
You know better, Jamie.
Goddamn
but it
clickbait.
worked.
Seeing if we could listen to it, whatever.
Clickbaity motherfuckers. They got us.
I love Stipe DC. I'm like, all right.
Yeah. Yeah.
I need something spicy, man.
I get what you're saying, and I get the Brock Lesnar appeal. I would rather see Stipe.
Stipe, you know why? Because you're a purist, and that's why I like you, but not me. I'm like the Perez Hilton of MMA.
First of all,
not me, sir.
Out of respect, because
I know he deserves it.
He won. He defended the title more than any human being that's ever held it. He's the number one guy in the heavyweight division. So you have to rate him the greatest heavyweight of all time. If you look about accomplishments, he's the greatest UFC heavyweight of all time in terms of accomplishments. In terms of accomplishments. Just because he's done it 4 times.
Okay.
You know, DC beat him. Obviously, DC is supposed to, I mean, if you had to rank him, you know, like right now, like 1 through 10.
Think about DC's beat Roy, Frank.
DC's number 1 because he's the champion and he knocked him out. To say he's number 2 would be silly. But to say like the all-time greatest, most accomplished heavyweight,
your boy Dana
that's what
says
Stipe
DC.
is. Okay, the all-time most accomplished, greatest heavyweight is Stipe. You gotta take into account. Well, Kane never defended as many times as Stipe did. The question is, did Kane beat the better guys? Did he beat Junior Dos Santos when Junior was young? Before he'd been through those wars with Kane, right? Because by the time Stipe got him, Junior had been in some wars, and Junior has looked really good lately.
He looks amazing.
But you can never discount that damage. I'm not saying that he's not as good now. I think he's still phenomenal now.
But
the
not
Bam Bam
as good.
Tuivasa fight, knocking out that dude, that dude's tough as shit, man. Knocking that motherfucker out and the way he did it, he looks good, man.
Dude, is JDS Francis of ESPN card? That's not a pay-per-view. I think that's fucking...
Is ESPN?
I think so. We should do a fucking companion.
We should do it from around. And he fought Derek Lewis, right?
Yeah.
Stop Derek Lewis. Yeah, look, Junior Dos Santos still is an amazing fighter.
That's on the July card.
Ah, fuck. Haters.
So...
I'm going to watch it.
When Stipe beat him, but you know what? Stipe can knock anybody out like that, too. It's hard to say.
You know what the problem is with Stipe? The problem is DC's fought, what, twice since their fight? Stipe's just been chilling.
Well, he's been wanting this rematch, man.
I got it. I get it, but
it's a risky thing when you're a former heavyweight champion and you're going to take a fight when you rightfully deserve a rematch. And what if you get hurt while you're taking this fight? What if you get, you have this fight and you get hurt and then you have knee surgery and then you're out for another year and then DC loses it and DC retires? He wants to fight him again. And the way to fight him again is to hold out.
To hold out this whole time?
I don't know, man.
Obviously, the UFC...
He wants to fight DC again. That's the way. It seems...
Well, now, in hindsight, because Lesnar's not happening, John Jones not going to heavyweight, but he's the third choice in all this.
Well,
Fuck waiting for that.
I thought it was very interesting
deserves
that John said that to Stipe That John
How weird
put
is
that?
that?
I don't think it's weird. I
For
think it's
July.
the same thing. The same thing we did with Stylebender. He's just fucking with everybody. He's getting his name out there. He's learning from Connor.
See, I think there's more to it.
What?
I think UFC was fishing and went, hey, you down to fight Stipe? And John went, yeah, I'll fuck up Stipe. And they went, Stipe, you down to fight John? And he went, yeah, I'll fuck up John. I think there's more to it.
You think so?
Yeah.
What makes you say that?
I don't know. No reason at all.
Maybe they did have some preliminary discussions as to whether or not the two would engage in fisticuffs. Maybe they did.
That's a great
Could
fight.
be. It's a great fight.
Stipe deserves it 100%.
He deserves big fights, man. Look, the guy doesn't deserve to be forgotten.
No, not at all. But again,
his Francis Ngannou fight was one of the most impressive heavyweight title defenses.
Agree.
Because Francis was on fire. He was so dangerous.
do they have Francis ranked ahead of him now? That'd just be disrespectful. But Francis has done work.
Stipe's got to be the #1 contender.
No.
What?
Be decent. Stipe's #1?
Yeah. Come on,
Have to be,
man.
right?
Have to be.
You never know with rankings.
Have to be. Have to be.
Francis
Stipe
#2.
and Francis. Yeah. Stipe beat Francis. It's that simple. Stipe beat Junior. It's that simple. Yeah, I mean, come on, man.
Dude, Francis Dos Santos. Oh my God.
Dude.